record. Hello and welcome to my next stream of Supermarket Simulator. Now, apparently, I've heard from Mr. Claus, that's Santa, and he tells me that you've been very good. I'm impressed. That is absolutely wonderful. So hopefully you get what you would like in your stocking. Fingers crossed that everything goes really well for you. Now, I'm taping this, or I'm recording this, I should say, not taping. What is it? It's 11:25 p.m. on the 24th of December. So, for me, in 35 minutes, it makes it Christmas. So, I'd just like to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. If you don't celebrate Christmas, I hope you're having a fantastic week and a brilliant day. Basically, I'm wishing you well for the rest of this year and the coming year for 2026. 2026. If it was 20,000, oh my gosh, I'd be so old, older than I am. So anyway, so Merry Christmas to everybody. I hope when it is Christmas for you, if you celebrate it, that you celebrate it in the way that you would like. All things going well. And yeah, if you get together with family, I hope it's wonderful for you. So anyway, so I'm going to take my glasses off now. You never know, I might put them back on. I do actually wear glasses, so but I don't need to here. Like technically I have got some I could wear, and so I could read it 100% better, but everything's fine. So now I've got a couple of bits and pieces. So let me just show you my funny ones. If this stays on, there we go. If the nose stays on, it's not going to. See, it drops down. So I haven't got a big nose, so it's not staying. There we go. Anyway, I've got a few bits and bobs, and yeah, we'll have to see how things go. This is just going to be a nice fun stream. So, and we are going to get into Supermarket Simulator. I need to do some restocking. In the last episode, we did a little bit of restocking, but we also changed some of the actual supermarket around because I thought about it and I thought, you know what? If we can move shelves, like compact them with everything in them, put them in a box, put them down, and move them around, then we should be able to do that in the shop as well. And we can. So that means you don't have to take stock off and store it and take stock off other shelves and then move them around. You just move the whole shelf. So you pick it up, you rebox it, and then you move the boxes. And then all the goods and that are just where you want them. It is brilliant. So anyway, let's hit continue. Now, I'm going to have to take my hat off because I haven't got my headphones on. So I'm not going to be able to hear a thing anyway. I'm just making sure everything is working. Yeah. So, all right. So I was pretending to be Mrs. Claus. Anyway, I could put this back on, depending on if somebody pops in. And I've got some other bits and pieces which I'll show you as we go on. So let me put my hat somewhere. I'll put it over here so it's out of the way. I'll put my headphones back on so then at least I can hear. Oh, that's better. Now I can hear. Oh dear. So yes. Oh, okay. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I hope everyone's having a great day and you're all stocked up. Have I lost my car again? I'm pretty sure I lost it in the last episode too. So once again, if you're pressing forwards, so it's not there. It's not there. I was pretty sure I parked it. Since I'm over this way, I'll come here. No, that's moving. How can I lose my car? Oh, I should have checked the veggie shop. I'm just going the long way. Don't mind me. That's one way to stop. Okay. So it's not there. We'll go this way because the liquor store's this way. So I'm just pressing W for going forward and holding the shift key down at the same time. And that just makes you go faster. Hey, Emperor Drifty, how are you? Oh dear. Actually, I'd just like to say for people who live in Australia on the East Coast, Merry Christmas, because it is midnight for them now. So, Merry Christmas. How have you been, Emperor? My car. Okay. Okay. Now that I know where it is, it's wonderful. How have you been? Are you well? I had a Christmas hat on and my glasses. I was pretending to be Mrs. Claus just before. Resident Evil 4. Oh my goodness. How's that going? Hang on. Have I got anything? Oh, I do have stuff on here. Okay. Oh, did I have to get off to pick my daughter up quickly? Maybe that's what happens. Okay. So, let's get this. That's such a big stretch of the mouth though for that cat. Now, one grapefruit. One lemon. Okay. 3 apples and 5 garlic. That's 1, 2, 3. That's this. Garlic. 5 of these. 2. 4. 5. Now let me put some of these in. Oh my gosh. You have to get the green. Normally I have the back down, which makes it easier. But because I left the game and I had some stuff in here, it shut it. So until I've actually... There we go. Until I've actually got all this stuff out, I won't be able to do anything else. What's that? Is that a pumpkin from last time? Oh my goodness, we can't lose that. Now, I don't know how well this is, but we're going to go with it anyway. So we need 4 mushroom and 7 zucchini. Two, 4. The zucchini, is that outside? Actually. So yeah, hope everybody ends up having a fantastic Christmas. And they don't eat too much. If they eat too much, then you get a nice little nap. 4. Was it 7 zucchini? Yeah. It's 5. 7, and then it was 4 tomato. 2. Of course it would be full. 2, 3, 4. Now, I've got some other Christmas things to show, which I'll show after. 6 carat. I need to make sure that, yeah, I've got all the lights turned off outside, except for we put lights on the front of our house for basically most of the month of December. Black Atlas, good morning, how are you? What is it? Merry Christmas coming up. We've got half an hour until it's midnight here. So the east coast of Australia, it was Christmas for them 5 minutes ago. Now, I've got to remember in, 25 minutes, I've got to send a message to my mum and say Merry Christmas. Because on Christmas Eve, she always watches Christmas carols and she does ironing. Go with it. That's her tradition. And normally what we do is when it gets to midnight, we send each other a message to see who can send the message first. So I've got to, actually, do you know what I'll do? Is I'll get a message all ready to go. Okay, leave me a second. So I'll get a message ready to go. So as soon as it hits midnight, I can just hit send instead of typing it. Hi, Mum. Merry Christmas. Meet Christmas? No. Merry Christmas. There we go. Kiss. All right. So that's all ready to go. All right. So remind me in just over 20 minutes, I need to send the message. What have we just done? We did the tomatoes. Did we do the carrots? We did. All right. So we've got 8 pear and 4 mango. Here's here. Okay. Once again, when you throw these, it's a lot of fun. It's 8 pear, wasn't it? 8 pear, 4 mango? Yes. And nothing gets bruised. Our boxes are brilliant. Oops. 2, 3, 4. Now, 4 mango. Mango's here. Now, the car's full, but what I do is I get everything ready to go, so then I can just dump it in the car. I don't need to worry. And then when I go back, I can wipe everything that's here on the scanner gadget, and then I can put more stuff on there. So that's really cool. Okay, what have I done? Pears, mango. So 4 squash. Squash is outside. So 2 pineapple. Okay. All right, so pineapple. So we've got 4 squash. Remember that. And then that's all we've got left. Can we get out the door? That is going to be the only problem. Okay. So 2, 3, one more. All right. So then let's take this back, and then the guys will offload it for me, which is brilliant. And it looks like we've still got petrol, which is even more brilliant, because normally I get on and we're almost out of petrol. So F to get out, and I'll leave that to them. Now, they're perfectly fine. They're checking the engine. They're not run over. Oops. All right. So what we do, we go in here, into the gadget. We'll be very careful because we don't want to order it, because we've actually just gone and picked it up. And for whatever reason, it's showing absolutely no product. I think that's because it was on there before and it's having a hissy fit. All right, let's get out of that. And the first thing we'll do is we'll double check there's no bills, which is excellent. Okay, so the shop's got more growth. That's got more growth. We have all the licenses. Okay, I can relate to that. Now pricing, we'll double check. Okay, so there's no arrows again. Okay. Oh, that's the honey. I'm trying to work out why we're losing $8.92. But okay. Was that the price we've got it at? That would be the price we're selling it at, is $8.92. Because that's one of the ones we've got on special. So it was $11.79 that they're selling in other shops. So we've got it at $11.90. However, because we've got it at a discounted price, we've taken 25% off. So instead of $11.90, we're now selling it for $8.92. And that's cheaper than what it's selling in the market. So we're making $2.51 per jar of honey. However, it's bringing more customers in and they're buying more stuff around the shop. We're actually making more money than that because we're going to the shop, the warehouse shops, to buy it, which means we're buying it for half price. So yeah, $2. What is it? $2.51. And yeah, so we're actually making more money. Now today, $6.10, that's fine. So that's all ready to go. All right, let's put it back on here. Excellent. So let's check to see, hang on. Oops, this way. Good morning. Hang on. Okay. So everything, most things look stocked, which is good. All right. No, I was going to say I can't actually go look at the fruit and veg because I've got all those ones on the ground, so I'm not sure what I've ordered and what I haven't because it was in the last stream, so I really can't remember. Now I'm just going to try. I knew I did that wrong. I was going too fast. Okay. That's better. Slow. It's too slow for me. But then I go faster, and then I can't do it properly. So I'm going to make sure I get around enough, but I don't cover the doorway. That should be right. There we go. Now we can put it down because we haven't got anything in there. Okay. Now these aren't our boxes. See how they don't highlight green? They're just decoration, so once these are back, normally I do things in order of the actual shelves and that, so then I know what I've ordered, but I don't know what order these are in. So we'll get all these back, get the guys to put them away. Hang on. Please, please, please. There we go. Now, none of these are ours because they don't highlight green. Okay. Let's get this back. Oh my gosh. I was going to go straight ahead. And they went, no, 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 always turn. Oops, sorry, love. It's alright. There's no plate collision. We're fine. If we got in trouble for running people over, I'd be in so much trouble. Let's have a look. Okay. I don't know if I did these first. So these are all full. Pineapple's not, but we did get 2 pineapple. Let's have a look down here. Okay, we haven't done these. What are we up to? Mango should be fine. I think that one's pear. Yep, that should be fine. We did carrot. This one we need. Papaya. Okay, so that's one. That's fine. Okay, so I need one of those. What is that? That's lemon. We've got one coming. So the papaya we need. That's a full box. That's full. Okay. So we should be down to here. So we need an extra one there. That's fine. That's 2. Okay. That's 1. That's 2. That's 2. What's that? Oh, that's eggs. Why have I got eggs there? That's just, I don't know. Alright. Two for there. Okay, we need another one from there. And that's full. So that should be all for these, which will be really, really good. I don't want to know. I think they were the ones that we got that was extra. Okay. So if we go and get these, that will be all. Let me have a quick look. It's cleaning. So if I've got room, this takes up a large amount of space. So we can stop there on the way home. On the way back, I should say. Not home, on the way to the shop. Alright. Now, don't know, can I get in? Yes! I made it. Alright. So 5 bananas, 4 avocados. Now, where's bananas? Here. Alright. 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. Was it 4 avocados? Oh my gosh. There's so much concentrating. It's so not fair. Okay, so 5 and 4. So 2 papaya and 3 clementine, which is like mandarins or oranges. So 2 papaya. It's potatoes over here. So 2 of these. Oh, hi, how are you? Hang on, I'll give you a shout out. Oh my gosh. What's that jumping in the middle? Normal hyperactivity. I love it. I can't remember how to pronounce your name. Is it Nascent? Oh my gosh. It's a little cat with pom-poms. I love that. That is brilliant. I did get it? Yes. I was pretending to be Mrs. Claus before. Hang on, I'll put my hat on. Give me a second. I can't hear things anyway. I have my hat. And then, here we go. Have you been good? I can't keep a straight face. Anyway, I've got some, I love Christmas. You haven't been good? Right. Do you know what? Whether you've been good or not, everybody gets something. So you either get coal. Well, actually, if you got coal, you'd be pretty happy. You could probably sell it for a lot. So you always get something. So, and I've got these funny glasses, but the nose doesn't sit on very well. You're trying your best. I like that. So they're my little. and then, what shall I show you? Oh, look at my little. This is when I was. They used to have a show called the Benny Hill Show, and it's just these funny things. I've got. Hang on, let me see. I've got to be able to see the thing. There we go. So I've got this little Santa, and when you put him on, wait a second. Hang on. And when you put him down, he walks around like in circles really, really quick. This one's really old. I've had it for a long time. What else have I got? This one's going to be hard to see. So this one here is actually, hang on, there we go. He's actually playing a saxophone, all right? And his little cheeks, which you can't really see, when I turn it on, they light up red, and he blows. His cheeks blow up and down, but it's hard to see. So nothing else happens. So his cheeks go. Anyway, so that's that one. This one's my all-time favorite. This one here. Now, I've got to make sure. So there we go. He's got a book. This is the night before Christmas. And in here, it's got the actual words to the beginning of the night before Christmas. But, hang on.
It was the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there.
So he actually says the whole thing of the night before Christmas. It is so cool. And then, I like Christmas. I collect, what are they called? Snow globes. And I saw this in my local shopping centre. Hang on, I've got to make sure I get it in. So, okay. Oh, is there an add-on? Can you hear me? I don't know if there's like a little ad to the side, or is it a big ad? You can hear me? Good. All right. So this one here, if you press the button, it lights up and then pretends snow happens. And you get a song. You turn it off. And I don't know how many songs it is, but it just goes and goes and goes. And it is just so cool. You have Twitch Turbo? You are brilliant. um, what else do I have? Oh yeah, hang on. Look, I'm trying to do that. There we go. That looks cute. So I've got antlers. It depends on my mood. Oh my gosh, my hair's everywhere now. And then I've got a little hat. Hang on, hang on. Yeah, it would make it a lot easier. And then I've got another little hat. But wait, I've got the best hat of all. Hang on. A Christmas tree. I could be a reindeer, couldn't I? Oh dear. And then the only other thing I've got is I've got this. There we go. So it says joy. And then if you turn it on, it's really hard. So it lights up in the middle. So it's just got some lights down the side. So I have that on the cupboard at home. So yeah, I just thought I'd show some of my Christmas things. Have you been well? I hope you've been well. I hope everyone's been well, honestly. I'm just messing around. Oh, it's almost time. Hang on. What time is it? You don't have anything like that? Well, see, the thing is, I'm a big kid. Honest to goodness, I like having fun. I like the warm fuzzies that you get when you make someone smile and everything. Um, but I've got two kids. One's 15 and one's 20. So when they've been growing up, you know, Santa turns up. Um, we put carrots outside for the reindeer. We put a bucket with water outside for the reindeer. And we have to leave a glass of water because I won't have milk because milk will go off by the time Santa gets here. So a glass of water and then a plate with either a mince pie or some biscuits or cookies or whatever on it to leave for Santa. And in the morning, the water's gone, it's tipped over. There's little bits of carrot on the ground because the reindeers are very messy. Santa's left some crumbs on the plate and there's no water left in there. So it's really cool. The kids check it out. Well, they used to check it out. And yeah, so there's some things that we do that we've made a tradition. And like in the morning when we get up, we all have to wait until everybody's up before we go in and check out to see if Santa's left anything in the stocking. And then underneath the tree, sometimes they're lucky to get a present from Santa. And then there's some gifts from us as well. Yeah, it is what you make of it. Do you know what I mean? Like when I was younger, I had things that we did as tradition. And then when I had children, I chose what I would make tradition for them. And I always took a picture of us, like I would get a photo of the kids when they weren't looking, because then I'd try and get a nice photo. And if it didn't work, I would have had at least one photo of them, because as they got older, they didn't want to get in photos. So, and then each year we'd decorate the tree, and then we'd have this star we'd put on the top, and it's not lit up or anything. It's just this star which is on like a circle thing that sits on the top of the tree. And each year they would argue over who put it on. So I would take a photo of whoever's turn it was to put the star on the top. And then the following year, we would go back through the photos to see who'd put it on the year before to remind us of whose turn it is to put it on this year. Like the small things you fight over. It was really fun when it was still mystery. Yeah, yeah. Well, do you know what? In my household, um, even though they're 15 and 20, if you don't believe, you don't receive. That's what I've told them. So it's like, well, Santa's still coming. Of course, Santa's coming. Sorry, I'm keeping an eye on my phone. I don't know if you're here when I said, basically, when it gets to midnight, I've got a message all ready to send to my mum because she watches Christmas carols and she does ironing on Christmas Eve because that's her tradition. And then as once it hits midnight, we both send each other a message to say Merry Christmas and see who gets the message sent to that person first. So I've got a message which I wrote, it's all ready to go, and there's 4 minutes to go. So I'm keeping an eye on on my phone to see if I get a message sent to her first. So, but yeah, it's all just lots and lots of little traditions. We also, I love to put up Christmas lights out at the front of the house because when you come home, a lot of them I put up are solar ones. So at night time, you don't have to turn them on and they last until about 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. They're not that bright, so they don't annoy the neighbors. But like when you come home, you sort of look at your house and you go, that's really cool. And like people drive past and, we had a car come and they pulled over to have a look because I'd turned the plug-in lights as well. And the parent, like the adult in the front, their window was down, and then the window was down in the back. So I knew there was like one or couple of kids in there. So anyway, I was going up the driveway, so I waved. I said, "Merry Christmas," and the adults go, "Merry Christmas," and then I heard this little voice. It went, "Merry Christmas," and I went, oh, they're so cute. And they stopped to look at the lights, and we live on a cul-de-sac. So they drove down and they came back. And I was inside looking out the screen door watching. And then when they came back, they stopped and they looked. And like I've got to blow up Santa and I've got to blow up Gingerbread Man and a few other things. And then when they were leaving, I heard this little voice go, "Bye, Santa." And I was sitting there going, oh, that's just so cute. And like, do you know what I mean? I get like happiness from that. 2 minutes. 2 minutes, guys. You're meant to be reminding me. It's 11:58. We've got 2 minutes till I have to send this message. But yeah, so each year we put lights up out the front, and we've had the lights on since the 1st of December. My son decided to put our house on like on a couple of websites for, they have lights for your area. So it was because we live in a cul-de-sac and we live away from the main road, unless you go looking for it, you're not going to see it. So we don't get that much traffic that goes past. So when we see a car and we're like, there's someone looking at a place, and we watch them and we're like, yes, because like they drive past and they go down the end of the road and then they come back again and then they either stop or they go really slow. And if they're going really slow, you're like, yes, someone looked at our house. This is so cool. So, and like tonight, it's been excellent. The neighbour who's got her children over from Melbourne, she actually came up and they took photos of our house and everything. And yeah, it was really, really cool. So it just made me really happy. Now it's 1 minute or less than 1 minute. I'm ready to go. I've just give me a second. I will get back to this and restocking. I just have to send this. But yeah, just to everybody, have a very Merry Christmas when it is Christmas for you. I know people overseas and that. It's Christmas Eve, I think. Midnight, send. I've sent. I think I did it. I think I got first. I haven't got a message back yet. That is so cool. She's probably sitting there doing a message. She didn't get it prepared ahead of time. Yes, I won. it's not a race, but it's a silly tradition to actually send a message to my mum just as it turns midnight. So, all right, let's get back into this. I'll wait and see. Like sometimes I sort of go, oh, she must have gone to sleep. But sometimes she's like, oh, I've had enough of ironing because she does ironing on Christmas Eve, like because that's her tradition. Because there's 5 kids in the family, and it's like, well, that's the only time you get to do ironing. That's probably her excuse to stay up until it's late and us kids fall asleep, if you know what I mean. Where does midnight put you? Puts me here. I'm in the middle of Australia, basically. So, the eastern side of Australia, they're half an hour ahead of us. So, 8:30. Is that 8:30 in the morning? Because yeah, it's just after midnight here. Yeah. No, I'm in South Australia, which is in the middle of Australia and down the bottom. So the east coast of Australia, which is like Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, so like Queensland, New South Wales, and Victoria, and Tasmania. Actually, I'm not sure on their time scale. They're half an hour ahead. If you go on the left hand side of Australia, which is Western Australia, so to Perth, they're about, I think, 2.5 hours behind us. So it would be, what's that? About 9:30 or something for them at night on Christmas Eve. So yeah, because Australia is pretty big. Yeah, AM. Okay. So, but yeah. So I'll be going over. My kids are at their dad's at the moment. Um, and yeah, so they'll be coming over to my mum's. They're meant to be coming over for lunch. So we'll wait and see how that goes. Um, did I get everything? No. I've got the papaya. I need the 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Where is it here? Clementine. Okay. So yeah, so I'll be having breakfast at mum's and I'll be helping her. You need to get some sleep? Not a problem. Look, I appreciate you popping in. I really do. Yeah, have yourself a fantastic Christmas. All right. I hope everything goes really well for you. I appreciate you popping in saying hi. Because my kids aren't here, I sort of went, do you know what? I can stream whenever. I can do what I want because my kids' bedrooms are just here. So when I'm yabbering on, then if they haven't fallen asleep, they'll come out and go, Mum, be quiet. And you sort of go, right. But yeah, Merry Christmas to everybody. I appreciate anybody's popped in, lurking, and whatever else. And yeah, wishing you all the best. And I'll catch you next time I catch you, obviously. And if I don't see you beforehand, have a fantastic new year. Yeah. Oh, when I come on, there's some people and I sort of see you're on and I'm going, oh, cool. And I get you all up. If I don't have time, I will still tab you up. And then when I've got time, because I don't like to come in and go, hi, I've got to go by. So I'll tab you up. So your numbers might go up. And it depends on what's happening here. Do you know what I mean? So sometimes I've got like 5 minutes. So, I'll tab you and Lammy and Dizzle and Dr. Jekyll and Chachi. And like, I've got some regulars that I like to get tabbed up. Um, and yeah. And then when I can, then I come and say howdy. But, if I'm doing something and whatever else, I might not even get on. Like, I had her tabbed up for ages. And then I popped on to say hi, and she'd already said goodnight, but the stream had just like ended or whatever. So yeah, I missed her. But I did have her tabbed up for a couple of hours. But I went over to mum's and had tea. But yeah. But look, yeah, have a brilliant day, whatever you do. And yeah, I hope Christmas goes well. Watch me more than 4 channels. I sometimes have eight, 10 channels tabbed up. I don't know. Like I go in and out of them and watch people, and I say howdy and that, and then I tell them that I'm going to have them tabbed up and that, and I'll go on to the next one. Do you know what I mean? So I don't go into all of them and say howdy because then I can't listen to what they say. But I still have them tabbed up. I don't know if it counts or not, but I still do it. But yeah, because I'm on my computer and that, I just sort of go, well, do you know what? This person's on and that person's on, and I just keep opening new tabs. So if it doesn't count it, then I'm not fussed. I wish it would. But when I say hello, at least that person knows that I've turned up for them. Please, please. I was going first. But yeah, have a brilliant day. I hope it's like wonderful. Oh, I was going to go get some other stuff, wasn't I? I forgot. Let's go run and we'll get the one. Oh no. It'd be quicker to take the car. Alright, so we got the papaya. Okay. Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate you popping in and saying howdy. Really, really do. Have a fantastic day. Alright, so I've gone there. So these ones take up a lot of room. You can only, these boxes, because they're bigger, well, that's that one. That's not as big as the bleach box 3. The bleach box, you can only fit 4 of them, I think. These, you might be able to fit 6 in the actual back of the ute. Let's have a look. These ones here, these are the bigger boxes. Yeah. So you can't get many in your ute. Alright. So that's more books. It's not there. Food. That's full. 2. Alcohol. Excellent. Need one of those. Now, if you highlight it, that's showing me there's 2 boxes there. We can fit 6 there, so that's not a problem. And that one there, that's full. So, because we can fit 6, then I'll get 4 of those. Now these are all cheese and other things, but not cleaning products. I reckon there's, where did I move it? No, that's alcohol. Okay. I've moved all these shelves around, so I'm not sure what's where. That's alcohol. That's cleaning. Okay. And that goes to the meat section. Okay. I'm just looking for anything that's in the cleaning. Oh my gosh, these are so all over the place. Alright, so this is cleaning. One of those. Okay, so this is more. That's full. That's down to 2. So we've done the green. 4. That's alcohol. That's food. That's full. Okay, so that's toilet paper. So we can fit 50 items on using the gadget. And until they actually, that's yogurt. Until they actually do a shopping list for us, this is the quickest way I have found to actually order things. So then when you get to the shop, you know what you need. Now, so there. These racks here are temporary, so it's not things that I have there all the time. So if I have a look, okay. So I must have had some leftover to do that there. They're empty boxes, which is fine. Okay, so I won't muck with that. One more there. And it's oil, it's food, alcohol we need to order. I'm pretty sure this is all chicken, isn't it? Yes. cleaning products. Give me a second. That book? It is too. Why have we got another one there? Okay. I have no idea. Alright, that's a cleaning product. That's drinks. Because you get used to what's in what shop. So that's all alcohol. Yep. And that's frozen stuff. And then that's sushi. So at the moment I'm just going, okay. So if you have a look down the bottom there, it says amount 50. So I can't order anything more on here. So I'll just remind myself. So I need one more Troppo cleaner. So that's the blue one. And that will get us to this aisle. So that's all the drinks. Pretty sure there's no cleaning product on this side. Okay. But there is on this side. So one more blue Troppo. Okay. I'm not going to remember everything. So one blue Troppo and 3 dishwashing tablets. That's the extra that I've remembered. Okay. So that gets me to the door, but it doesn't cover it. Could have done a bit better. So one more Troppo. So this one. 3 dishwashing. 2 and 3. I'm going to put these on. Okay. And then we go with what's on here. So we start at the top. Alright, 1 Troppo and 3 of the triangle cleaners. So one of those. 2, 3. 3 Yamo and 1 soapless. Yamo is it this one? Okay. 1, 2, 3. My throwing is not good. 3 of those. And was it 1 soapless? Okay. And Kilomole cleaner 3. That's the black one. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm not going to fit all this on. No. Okay, so we've got room for that. Now, there's no more boxes that we've got, which is fine. So we're up to the bomb dishwashing tablets. We need 1. Nope. So it's only going to take the little boxes. That's fine. So 2 bidet toilet papers. It's not going to take these. Nope. 2. Okay, what are we up to now? Sapu dish soap is 4. I think that's this one. Sapu. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can get some of these on. Okay. So use the scroll wheel to do fabric softener. Was that 3? 4. 3 to do. That's this one, isn't it? Yeah. 1, 2. Nope. 3. Alright, that's a to do. Dishwashing tablets 5. What is it? The Semageek? Okay, so 5 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5. 3. Okay. Where are we up to? Okay, so 4. The dish soap lemon, the mousse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we can still fit them on. That's pretty good. 6 of the bleach, 2 of the wash cleaner. The wash cleaner is this one, isn't it? Two. 6 of this one. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you'll never guess. 6. I just don't want to trap myself in, that's all. Okay, so we've done the WC one, we've done the wash. So Jar Jar bleach 3. Hang on. Think about it. It's not those. The bleach, this one. 1, 2, 3. So they're big boxes, they'll take a bit. So 4 of the compact, 5 of the compact and 4 of the Petis. We'll do them after. My goodness. The best thing about this is even though I've moved the store around, or the storeroom as well, I don't need to worry about where they go. The guys will put it away. Okay, so the Petis and the compact, we haven't got off the shelf yet. All the rest of these we have. So now we've got these one. Lazu, how are you? Merry Christmas for when it becomes your time. If you don't celebrate Christmas, I hope you have a brilliant day and a brilliant week. Lazu is a fantastic artist. She's a lovely lady, and I always enjoy popping into her streams. So if you're interested in art and that, definitely keep a note or drop her a follow. Lovely lady. Okay, let me get out of that. Oh, what can I show you? What can I show you? I've got all different Christmas things. You're more than welcome. I've got my little funny. Look, I've got a little Santa. Hang on. I need to get it so I can actually see my screen. My stream. There we go. Little Santa. And when I press him, he plays some music. And he normally goes walking really fast on the ground. His little feet are moving. And he just goes on and on. And look, I should really put a hat on. Hang on. There you go. Can you see it's a tree? And I have other ones. Got another little hat. Anyway, I hope you're well. I hope you're having a fantastic week. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. I love the emotes. Popcorn, Smart Kitty, the lights one. Looks like they're all caught up in the lights. And the waving and the happy. I love them, Lazu. They're wonderful. Actually, pop back there. There we go. All right. Now, oh, they're still getting stuff out of the back of the car. I was going too quick. Oh, wait a second. I could actually throw it all out, but they'll be here in a moment. There we go. Just missed that car. Here we go. We get all these boxes back to the shop. There we go. I'll get these big ones out of the way. And these. Did you finish the what are they called? The macaw? You know, the parrots that you were doing? Did you get finished those? And have you been saving? You got to make sure that you save, because I don't want you to lose any more work. Because Paula Zoo, she did some work and then she hadn't saved it, and then she lost the whole thing. It was so sad when I heard that. But yeah, she was drawing these pictures, like 3 birds of like macaws, and like, you know, facing different ways and that, and they look so fantastic. Like if I had a picture of them when she's finished, like with an outline and everything, I could quite happily sit there and colour it. It's wonderful. Now what are we doing? 4 Petis, which is that one. No, that's Pondu. Just Petis. Okay, so 4 of those, and compact paper towel, which is that one. We need 5. Okay, we can do this. So 1, oops, 2, 3, 4, we'll do 5 of these. last one. Okay. Now we can still grab it from underneath. Still can't put it on. I haven't got any smaller boxes. We'll take these back. We haven't. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so they should take 1 box each. So I will just wait and I'll grab them all. And then I'll go back and get some more. I was going to say, guys, you can move. Here we go. And I drive backwards. And I managed to smash into lots of things. But it just saves time. As long as you can half drive, it saves time. Now, hopefully I can half drive. Okay. That one. No. So that's all you can get in. And that's with the back down too. Okay, come on guys. Quick, 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 quick. Hello, please. Thank you. Alright. We'll get rid of the bigger boxes first. Oh, I didn't do that very well, did I? Doesn't matter. Okay. Oops. Come here. It's a big box. It's a smaller one. Do we have another smaller one? I don't think we do. This is not going to fit. No. That's fine. We'll take this back. It'll be super quick. And this is why it's brilliant having 6 stockers or packers. There we go. Actually, they'll grab, and then if I throw that, they'll put it away. As long as it's around the right area, they will put things away. Okay. Oh, I think I've blocked. Did I block it all off? No. Go forward. Okay. But that's why you can't block it off, because then you can't get in, obviously. Oh, another big one. And that's all. It won't let us do another one. See? Okay. And actually, while they're doing that, I can take those off. And then I can look here. Okay, so I can see that's missing 2. So 2 there, 3 there, 1 of those. Cleaning products, 2 of those. It's pizza, butter, chicken, and then that's all potato. I got 3 of those. Must have been 1 over there. Okay, so that's the extra ones I need. I love your snowman. Lazu, that is so cool. I love emotes. Actually, I'm pretty sure I've got that snowman too. It's so cool. Okay. So we'll get all of these in and then I'll see what I can get out next. Oh, we do have some smaller boxes. Oops. Okay. So that's full. That's not a problem. Okay. So we've managed to get everything out. So clean dish. So one of this. And I'm pretty sure... No, it's full. I was pretty sure that was going to be the case. Okay. So 3 of these. 2. Whoops. Doesn't matter. 3. Oh my gosh, this is just sitting there. There you go. I'll put a little Christmas hat on. That looks a bit better. That looks a bit funny, but anyway, we're going with it. Why not? Alright, so 3 of the hand soap and 2 of the shampoo. I've just hit the wrong button, but that's fine. So 2 of these and 3 of the shampoo. No, the hand soap. Now, I'll have a look to see if I can get these on. I'm not sure. Okay, so we can get these on the top. Okay. There it is. Okay. So we've got one more trip. Here we go. And there is one that's the last one that's actually open on there. That's fine because when they pick it up and put it into the storage, it will get shut. So we've just done the shampoo, the hand soap, the toilet paper and the dishwashing. Brilliant. So we've done on the map, where are we? Here. So we've done the green market, that was all the fruit and veg, and we've just done the janitorial supplies. We've still got 59,000 because what I'm thinking is if we come into management, under growth, the next extension for the store is 64,500. So if we restock everything, and I'm pretty sure if we do 1 day's trade, we should have enough money to get an extension of the shop. And we shouldn't need to restock much if we've done a full restock. So that means we can look at getting some shelves and then have a look to see what we're going to do. Yeah. All right. Now. I just messed that up spectacularly. I don't know if I've got Pokemon on mine. I have no idea. Okay. So that will give that's finished the janitorial, which is really cool because they have the biggest boxes. Oh, the alcohol does as well. Let's have a look. Now, along here, there's no alcohol. That's still missing. Let me go get one. I don't know where it went. Unless I've got one of these that's on the oh, the overflow side of things, because I ordered one of these. There we go. That's better. Now, really sure there's no alcohol here. That's all frozen. Here we go. That's 2. That's pizza. 24 is 2. Okay. No. That's all books. Alcohol up there. What's going on? I ordered one of those. You've got bells as well. That is so cool. Lazoo. Christmas bells. Oh, I want to get some bells. What have I got? I've got, hang on. I've got these, which I got from, I have no idea why. That one. That one. So yeah, from mine, because like there's other people. So they're the different ones that I have, that I've got either through a hype train or some other celebration or something. I haven't actually looked. I need to get some Christmas ones on mine. But yeah, I will get there. Now, what was I looking at? No, that's lemonade. That's not the green thing I thought. Okay, that's fine. Oh my goodness, I was stressing. Okay. Nope. So I'm just going through here to see if there's any alcohol. Now the last one is just all chicken, so that is fine. Okay. 2 there. Oh, who's that one with the Santa hat? World of Tanks, Benedict. That is so cool. I so need to get some Christmas ones. I've just been so busy. Like, real life is just really, it's knocked me for 6, really. They are full. Good. Oops. No, 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 no. Put the yogurt back. We're not dealing with yogurt yet. We're doing, I know that there was, maybe it was down the end. Yeah, there's alcohol there. There's no missing spots. That's okay. What's this? There's shelves are in here. Okay. Because I've moved so many things. Okay. 24. So that's alcohol. That's alcohol. And the good thing is, once again, I don't have to find where they go. I just need to click on it and order it. Okay, that one there. That's 12. That's fine. 2 there. That's 12 in a box. 1 there. 2 and 1. Nice. And that's mostly cheese, but that's fine. 24. Okay. So then we come down here. It's 4. And this is the advantage of actually ordering. That's all books. That's all books. That is all books, isn't it? Except for up there. Now change these over for the toilet paper. Yes. I've looked there. Yeah, this is the advantage of using this to get down what we need to order. Then we go to the shops, because at the moment, if I bought this on the computer, it would cost me over, what is it, $3,862. But if I buy it at the shop, it's half price. So that's 15, so that's 1900, or just over 1900, which is brilliant. Now, that's 12. 1. I'm going to move that box. 3 and 6. Let's have a look. Okay. So that's missing 3. That's missing 4. Excellent. Now, 1 there. 12. That's just missing 1, which is fine. Now before I look there, I'm going to move that. Just down there in the overflow, or the extra area. Now, I'm pretty sure there is nothing. Dizzle!
It's Cirrus Diesel just traded with 4 viewers.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Welcome in. Dizzle, did you beat it? Did you actually beat that that creature, whatever it was called? I can't remember what it was called. Welcome in. Please make sure that you give Dizzle a follow. Fantastic streamer. So, but yeah, did you beat that the creature that needed the haircut? What was it called? AOY. No, I can't remember. I was so hoping that you'd get it. Ah, I love it, W. Yeah, Lazoo. It's a definite W raid. So, I had my hat and glasses on before, Dizzle. I was pretending I was Mrs. Claus. Oh dear. Now there's no alcohol there. Brilliant. Let's go get some alcohol. Honestly, I really hope you did beat that creature. It was frustrating the living hell out of you. But yeah, so the viewers who are here in Australia, Merry Christmas. It's, what is it? It's 12:50 a.m. so it's 10 to 1 in the morning. And I'm just having a lot of fun. And I got lots of little hats. Hang on. Oops, wrong way. please let me in. No. Look forward and now try. That's better. So, yeah. So I've got lots of little hats. And I've got my little cool Santa. This is my favorite. Hang on. I've got to be able to see the screen so I can see that it's actually on there. This is my favorite Santa. And if I press the button, you put him on the ground and he runs around in a circle. His little feet are moving. Anyway, and I have lots of other things as well. So I've got my Christmas hat. And if I put my glasses on, I had a Santa hat. And I was pretending to be Mrs. Claus. No. Anyway, I hope everybody's well. I hope you enjoyed Dizzle's stream. He's a brilliant streamer. And he introduced me to the thing. Yeah, the game was cheating. It didn't let you in. You didn't get it this time. You'll get it next time. I know you will. You're very determined. So he was fighting this monster and it looked like it needed a haircut real badly. Happy holidays. Thank you so much. So now my kids are sleeping over at their dad's tonight, so I'm home alone. I'm home alone. So you never know. Santa might come later. But yeah, let me show you my bear. This is one of my favorite bears. I can't see it on the screen again. Sorry. This is my night before Christmas bear.
Was the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care in hopes that St. Nicholas would be there.
Oh my goodness. Blush. And look, I like snow globes. And here's one. And if you press it, and press it again. So it's got some, there you go. Anyway. I got lots of toys. I love Christmas. So, and then I've got my little one here. That's got a saxophone. And when you turn it on, his little cheeks, they turn red and they puff out and back again. So it's hard to try and show you the cheeks. So he's pretending to. I've had these for a number of years from when my kids were younger. So they thought they were amusing. But I had to put them up to keep them. So keep them safe. But anyway, I'm so sorry. I hope everybody's having a brilliant day. For those of you over in Australia, obviously, you should be sleeping. And Merry Christmas. And I hope Santa comes. And yeah, for those who don't celebrate Christmas, I hope everyone's having a brilliant week. So, cheers. With my cold cup of tea. But anyway, I'm looking at restocking this. With the supermarket simulator, they did an update and they've given us more extensions we can do to the storeroom, and they've given us more extensions that we can do to the actual shop itself. I suspect that the next update, they're going to end up giving us, yeah, no, that is this one. They're going to end up giving us more stock, like more licenses that we can put in the actual shop itself. So that's what I'm thinking, because otherwise it's a bit odd. All right, Fess is 2 and Taco is 1. And if you throw it, it actually saves you Now Teco is one. And our boxes are brilliant. There's no getting shake. What have I done? Did you see that? That was impressive. I did the wrong button. There's no getting shaken up or anything else like that. Our boxes look after everything. What are we after? The blonde ale is 4. It's the blonde ale. 1, 2. So yeah, I'm looking at doing a full restock, because then if I do one day's trade, I'll have over 64,500, which I think is the next store extension. So that's what I'm looking at doing. That's the blonde ale. What did I do? Teku beer lager, 3. Okay, that's not the 6-pack. That's a 6-pack. Oh, I've just messed that up, haven't I? BK. That was this one. Oh my goodness. Because that was the last one on. BK, 1. Okay. Don't mind me. I've done the 6-pack. Best blonde ale is 4. That's Teco. This one's Fess. When I was doing it, I was looking at it going, don't know about this. But because I was talking, I just went, oh yeah, there we go, keep going. So I might have a bit too much, but that's okay. So the lager is 3. That's this one. Because these were the last things we had on, the small ones. EA vodka is 2. Hey Lizzie. Now, that's the Magna. That's the EA. No. 2. Alright. So up to the whiskey. Let's go down. Teku keg is 2. Did I get any? I don't know. Merry Christmas. Edward, thank you so much. Hang on. Thanks for the lurk as well. I really do appreciate it. Now I've shouted everyone out, haven't I? I'm hoping I have. He's another wonderful streamer. All right. There we go. All right, so that's one of the kegs. No. That's there. All right, I haven't messed up too much. So I've got that, but I haven't got those, so that's fine. So if I get the Teku, which is that one. Two. Chevron wine. So I need 4 of those. So I need to do 3 more. The wine's hard. Yes. That one. And I've done a spelling mistake too. So if you have a look, the third to the bottom, it's DEHL, beer blonde ale keg. And here, if you look on the side, the sticker, it's DEGL instead of DEHL. Just, yeah, something I picked up. It doesn't mean anything at all. So 1, 2, 3. Now it was 4, but we've got 1 in the back. What you cooking for Christmas? My job on Christmas is I've bought a ham, and I'll slice the ham, I'll slice the fruit, I'll help make the salads and things like that. I've got 2 brothers, and normally my sister, they bring some hot meat, and they'll do like a pulled pork, a pulled beef, and just, yeah, they have a competition with it, but I don't get involved in that. So yeah, I'll be heading over to mum's about 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, or this morning, and have breakfast, and then it'll be like all hands on deck basically, and then the rest of the family turns up about 12, 1 o'clock and whatever. The kids and I were over there today. We helped Dad put out some trestle tables and everything. So I think if all the kids and that come, all the nieces and nephews and my brothers, because my sister's in America actually at the moment, then there should be around about 24 people or something coming tomorrow. But yeah, so it's going to be really yum. So there'll be a lamb, a pork, and a beef, as well as a ham. So it is really cool. It's really, really cool. Even though I live, like I drive through the town that my brother lives in, um, I haven't seen him in months because life just gets too busy. So basically, Christmas and Easter, we mostly get together. So that's when everybody turns up. For mum and dad's birthday and mother's and father's day, you might catch somebody if like they're there when you turn up, because you sort of turn up, happy Father's Day, yay, have a coffee and everything else. All right, see you later, and off you go. So if someone turns up while you're there, you get to see them. But if they're not, you don't catch them. So, but it's definitely a lot of fun. It's really, really cool. So, um, but yeah, besides that, we'll stay for lunch, and then the kids either bring oh, what is it? You know, the Nerf guns. So they either have Nerf guns or they have water guns. So if it's going to be a hot day, then all the kids bring, all the nieces and nephews bring water guns. And then if it's not a hot day, they will bring Nerf guns, and they run around the yard because my parents have 3/4 of an acre, and they shoot each other. Not a problem, basically. And yeah, they have a great time. And then when it gets to night time, so we'll have tea. So we'll have lunch and tea at mum's. Then it gets to night time, and then the kids play zombie chasey, and they run around in the dark and bang into trees, and they have a lot of fun. The oldest is around 22 or something, and they still play. Like, I saw my nephew, and yeah, I think he turned 21 this year. And he's like, Auntie Nat, zombie chaser. Do you know what I mean? It's a tradition. And it's brilliant. As the adults, we're just sitting back there, like you're not picking by that stage. You're so full. And we'll just have a coffee and that. And you just listen to them. You talk and that. And every now and then it'll be like, ah! And you go, oh dear. And if they turn up with blood, you sort of go, oh yeah, the band-aids are that one. But it's a lot of fun. Nerf guns, yeah, yeah. So, and they seem to like they come with their packets of Nerf gun bullets, and like somebody's got blue, someone's got orange, someone's got red. So at the end of the night, they go around and they pick them all up. But then the next day, on Boxing Day, nothing happens at Mum and Dad's. But Dad goes through his garden and that, and he comes back with like a handful of leftover bullets, and he puts them in piles of colours. And the next time the kids visit, they'll go, "Oh, the blue ones, they're mine," and then they'll get their like Nerf bullets back. So it's just, yeah. You're having deep fried turkey for Christmas dinner? That sounds really cool. Is it turkey moist? Because whenever I've generally had turkey, is it turkey? I don't know. I've had, because we do chicken here if we do a white meat generally. It's tradition to have a ham. Um, we have a cold ham at our house. Some people have a warm ham. They do like a glazed ham and everything, which sounds really cool. I don't think I've ever had a glazed ham though. Um, but yeah, I've been at my what used to be my mother-in-law's. Um, she was from Czech Republic, and they would do things like she would have um, sometimes turkey. She would have sometimes duck. She would do what is it? Like a roast pork or roast beef or something, and then she'd have sauerkraut and potato dumplings, and sometimes she'd make like a cucumber yogurt kind of like she'd get cucumber and she'd grate it and then mix it with some yogurt and things like that for sort of like a side salad kind of. And on the dumplings, you'd put melted butter. And then she'd make, oh, what was it? Um, oh my gosh. It's like, it's not like a bread, but it's like cut up bread and almost like parsley and everything else, an egg and some other stuff, and then she would cook it. You could either stuffing, yes, because you could put it in like a chicken, but then you could put it in a side dish on its own, and it was so delicious. And you'd have some sauerkraut and everything else. Um, and I would come home and I'd have the worst tummy ache ever because the food was so nice, but because she cooks differently, like she cooks her meat in the oil. So her food is really rich, and I'm not used to it, or well, I'm never used to it. But mind you, I eat it. It is so delicious. She's a fantastic cook. But my system's not used to. I used to come home, and I used to just lie in bed going, "Oh, my tummy." But then I go, "Oh, so yum." And if we came home with leftovers, we would fight over the stuffing and things like that because her cooking was just amazing. Um, but yeah, I got such a sore tummy. But everybody's got different traditions, and it's so wonderful. And the food and that. But the main thing is it's the getting together. It's the whether it's a family that you've been born into, a family that you've been married into, a family that you've made, like it could be a group of friends or whatever else, or just a tradition that you do. Um, and that's the most important thing, I think. It's basically the getting together. Like for me, for Christmas is for the kids. It sounds like your aunt, she's the cook in the family, makes the best meals. Oh, you just love going over to their place. And it's like, here, I'll take that leftover plate and put it on the counter for you. And you turn around and you go, come, come, come. Because, like, it's not everyday food. Um, and like they cook with love. It's just, it's amazing. Like the things that people have, it's just amazing. And she used to make these, or she still does. She makes these like crescent shaped cookies, and they're made with, oh, what is it? Not almonds. I can't remember. But then she used to make our traditional, like almond bread, and she would cook it. It would have whole almonds in it, and then when it was hot, she would slice it really, really thin, and it'd be dried out. And so you would have a piece of a biscuit like this, and it'd be like tiny, tiny thin, and you'd bite, and it would just crunch. You're gonna get some sleep. Oh, 6:30. Oh, Dizzle, please get some sleep, sweetheart. Honest to goodness. Oh, thank you so much for my hug. That is wonderful. But yeah, she used to make these beautiful, beautiful biscuits. That was so yummy. And another thing she used to make was, oh, what is it? Basil pesto. She'd make it from 55. I'll just warming up, Dizzle. It's fun. She used to make basil pesto, and she'd make it like all the basil, and the why can't I think of it? The pine nuts and everything else. And oh my goodness, it was to die for. You would just heat up some pasta, you would get spoonfuls of this and mix it up in the pasta, and like freshly grated cheese on it. Yeah, Dizzle, that's so much better. Thank you, sweet. And yeah, it was just to die for. So, you know, and to her it was normal, but because my mum never did anything like that, so she was Czech, and like my mum's Australian, and she makes some wonderful meals. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, some Christmas loving. Mwah. Merry Christmas, darling. Um, yeah, so it's absolutely wonderful, really, really is. So, all right, I need to get some of this to get back, but yeah, I really hope everyone has an absolute brilliant Christmas, honestly. And get some sleep, Dizzle. You've got to beat that creature. What am I up to? I've done that 4. I've got to do 4 fess kegs. The fess is here. Alright. Alright. Watch, I'll block myself in. 3, 4. I've done it again, haven't I? There we go. So 1 Japanese whiskey. I have no idea which one's Japanese whiskey. And 2 of the Jack Sublet. But these are the new ones. That's a Jack Sublet. Japanese whiskey. Nice. And 2 of these. Oops. Bye, Dizzle. Alright, sweet dreams, darling. I keep going to get this up, and I press the wrong button. That's what I was after. Okay, BK Blonde Beer 6-pack. That's 1. This one. I already got some of those up because I got the wrong one. So I'm not going to worry about that for the moment. We're going to end up with too much. Now the wine, it's really hard to see. That's the Heng Seng. It's not that one. It must be that one. So 2 of these. I reckon it is. What can I say? Lucky guess. Okay. I just pressed the wrong button again. There we go. Magnet Vodka is 4. That's this one. See, I'll be able to, I keep seeing the wrong button. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, Grand Mariner Whiskey 7. Oh, it's this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we've got everything because I did start at the top. Just looking at it. Magnet Grand Marinara. Anyone want some seafood? Now, let's see. What can we do? Let's put the big kegs in. Alright, put some of these in. Okay. One more. Now that won't fit anymore. Let's have a look. It will fit those. Brilliant. Yeah, I didn't think it would fit that. So it's fitting the small ones. Won't fit those. Okay. I reckon that's it. So if we get this back, and the guys can empty it, and we'll have all the alcohol we need. I think we're going to have a couple of boxes too many of maybe the BKs, because I did the wrong thing. So I'm just going to delete everything while they're emptying it. I'm just going to delete it all because we've gone through all that. So that's fine. So while they're doing that, I will start on, what should we do next? You're going to lurk? Thank you so much, Lazoo. I really appreciate you popping in. It's absolutely wonderful. All right. I'm going to go. We're going to go to the, what's it called? Meat and dairy. So you get used to what's actually in there. When I first started, I went to each of the shops. I think that's 4. Yep. I went to each of the shops and I wrote down on a piece of paper what was actually in each shop. So then that helped me out. That helped me out knowing, actually the yogurt's not in there, knowing what was in the actual shop itself. But now that I've been there a number of times, now if they're not there, then I can remember what's there. That's 2 more of those. Okay, so that's fine. That's toilet paper. No. The butter's not there, even though that is dairy. That's up in the, what is it, the deli and grocery one. Okay, so that's full, that's fine. It's coffee. Okay. So sushi is up there. These are not. Oh, that's right, I've got to go back. I'm just thinking, hang on, that's missing. I've got to go back to get the rest of the alcohol or the liquor. No. Books, cat food, dog food. No. No. That's meat, but that's full. Okay, I've done the outside. Okay, we've got to do here. So that's 2. So we're going to need 4 of those. That's fine. That's fine. Five of those. Those 2 are fine. That's fine. What's that? No. No, that's what is it? Crab sticks. So they're on special at the moment. That's right. I've got to keep remembering. I've got to go back to the alcohol shop. All right, let's do that now, and I'll come back and do the rest of these in a minute. So these, yep, BK. Told you. Okay. BK. I need to find where one of those are. They're new ones, aren't they? No. BK. There we go. So if I put that here and there, so that should be enough shelves for those, because that's the extra I ordered accidentally, and they're fine. Okay. As long as I don't come across another car or go too sharp. Oh my goodness. I just oh my gosh. And now they're gonna go. Yep, it's alright, don't mind me. I haven't done this bad in ages. Now you're gonna go. Okay. I just like to get as close as possible. And hopefully I haven't blocked the door that much that I can still get in. I blocked the door. If to get out, that should be enough. Okay. Oops. Now that will shut itself, yeah. Okay. Let's put a couple of these down. One more. Do we have one more? No, that's a small one. That's a big one. Bugger. Okay. That's all right. Oh no, it did fit. Okay. One fit. Just one. Once it's clipped in, it doesn't matter if it looks like it's hanging on weird, it won't come loose. Now you can actually, I will show you. Nice stop there. once I take all this out, I will show you that you can actually put them on the front. Generally coming from the alcohol shop, I wouldn't, because you've got to go a lot slow. If someone bangs into the back of you, which has happened with me, yeah, that's not fun. Okay, let's have a look. So I'm looking. Oh, toothpaste, I forgot. So what's that? 3, 6. So I need 7 toothpaste. All right, that's fine. Okay, so that's full. I need 2 of those. That's full. That's only got 2. That was full. 2 of those. So these are on smaller racks because these are for things that I've got on special, on sale. And all the things I've got on special, I generally put here. So they're still on special on their own shelf because I don't take them off the shelf. So if you come down here, if you have a look at these ones that have got the green tag, they're the ones I've got on special. So you can still get them here. So I'm not actually changing things in the shop. I'm just on all the shelves. I just have these ones here that change if I want to change them around. So, excuse me, sorry. Now, yeah, so I know that those smaller racks are the ones that I have on special. All right. Cheese. Right, so I need 1 there. No there. Okay, so I'll take that because that's only got 1 thing of eggs in there. Okay. So that needs 2. That's 1, I think. Yep. Okay, so 1 of those. 2 of those. It's got the eggs, hasn't it? 1 of those. That makes 16. So that's fine. That's fine. And then I need 4 more chops. The veal chops. I need 4 more of those. Okay, I need 3 more because I can't do any more because it shows 50 on the actual gadget. So I need 3 more of those. So 3 veal chops. I can remember that. Let's go back. I'm going too fast. It's red. Nice. Jump from there. Need to remember 3 veal chops. No, can't reach. My goodness. Once you get the green square, then you can click it in. Pretty sure that's everything out. In there, I should say, not out. Okay. Okay. 2, 3, and one more. There we go. So I've got to remember 3 veal chops. We haven't gone through all the meat yet, but that's just the only room that we can actually make. Oh, I was trying to work out what all the pink was, but it's the books in there. That's all right. Now, what we can do, oops. So they'll come back. Excellent. Now, if you're really, really clever, which I get stuck, but I will give it. You can fit here very carefully. Oh, there we go. So it can be quicker. I generally go around because, yeah, I get stuck. Alright. That'll do. Now, while I'm remembering, we need 3. Chicken. Okay, 3 of these. Well, we need more, but there was 3 that I couldn't fit on. Okay. So, over steak, Comté cheese. Alright. So 2 steak and 1 salmon. There's the salmon. The steak is here. And it's a lot quicker to throw it, because if I got it and then I run all the way down here, put it down or put it in, run all the way back and then do it again, I could have got a number of things. So it's a lot quicker. Okay, so 2 12 eggs. So that's the 12 pack. Pretty sure it's Mimoet's cheese, which is this one. So 1 of these, and then 3 more of the veal chops. Two, 3 veal chops, 4 ground beef, okay, 2, 3, 4, and then that's, I think it was 5 Gruyere cheese. Okay, 5 Gruyere, and then 4 Eros. 2, 4, 5. Eros is this one. Pretty sure it was 4 of these. If it's not, we've got 4. Yep, 4 of them. Now, sushi large is 4. It's just, okay, that's as high as we can go. So 4 sushi large. 2, 3, 4. And then I'm pretty sure, was it the 6-pack milk? Sushi, sushi. Okay, so 5 of these and 1 of the tunas. And when we get back to the shop, because we haven't gone through everything, then because we've pulled everything out, so to speak, because we won't be able to carry all this back in one trip, then we'll be able to delete everything off here and then go through more of the shelves and have a look to see what we actually need to get. So that's a 6-pack, the tuna. The Don cheese is this one. So 3 of this and 4 of the 4-pack. I'm not going to be able to get out the door. Oh, this is going to be interesting. And then 4-pack. 2, 3, 4. Mozzarella is 3. Was that Parmesan or mozzarella? Oh no, that's right. That was a Parmesan. And then this one, the mozzarella, is 3. 2, 3, and then I think the other egg was 3 as well. That's milk. So the 8-pack of eggs is 3. The Comte cheese is 5. And that's here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we try and get out. There we go. Brilliant. As long as we can get down lower. This way we don't even need to worry about what we need to get because it's all here. We just need to load it up. What am I on? Okay. As long as we get the green, then it will load up really easy. And it'll move itself around. It'll pack itself. Which does make it quicker. Because beforehand we used to have to pack it ourselves before they put this in. And yeah, we used to play Tetris. Oh, we can't even get the small one in. Serious? Okay. Oh, actually, I could show you. What you can do is if you throw it, and then you have to drive very carefully. What's throw? R's throw. And you can get things. No. That's sitting on top, so that will fall. Because that's sitting on top of the dual cab, that's fine. The other one, this one, should fall through. I'm pretty sure it doesn't stay. So if we go forward, see how it fell off? Now, so I've got 3 boxes. I've got 2 on the front and 1 on the roof. If I go too fast, the wind can actually blow them off. But like if you've only got a few things left, you can pile them up on the actual bonnet, on the windscreen, and on the roof of the dual cab. But yeah, if you're going too slow and you get hit from behind, which I have, it actually can make it fall off. Now, because these aren't clipped in, when we get into the range for the packers, they will come to the edge of the range and pick these up. Even though we're going to be forward, they'll pick them up back here. So see how they're walking? They'll come past and then they'll disappear off the front. There we go. Now, so they've gone, basically. Now, what we can do to make it quicker is to chuck it here. If we actually get the box that when they're starting to come back, they're clicked in on a box that they're going to grab. If I grab it and throw it, they'll come and stand next to the car for a little bit. And then what they'll do is then they'll grab something else. And once the car's empty, once they've finished packing things, they will pick all those boxes up from there. So if you want to make things quicker, you can just chuck down there. But like there is only a certain range. So he was coming to get the little box. Because the box isn't there anymore, he'll stand there just for a little bit and then he'll go down there and then he'll pick up some boxes from there. So there he goes. It's just, yeah, if you want to make things quicker, if you just throw them down rather than waiting for them to actually come and empty the back of the ute, then yeah, that is one way of doing it. And I just like going backwards. Now, it's possible I might have run something over, but that's okay. We've got enough to fill up almost. Alright. Okay, so this is going to be enough. I've got room. So I could have put more in, but I didn't empty off and click on the shelves, which is my own fault, but that's okay. Alright. So when I highlight that, it doesn't go green. So that means that that isn't part of what I've pulled out. Now, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Just wanted to look without having to get out, that's fine. When you choose what you're going to grab from the shop, when you actually click on it and it does like the circle wheel thing, once you get it in your hand, you've actually paid for it. So as you're clicking on it, you'll see in the top right hand corner that the money is coming out for it. Right, super slow. And then F to jump out and to stop that. So now I've got all of these, so I can do that. That's rice, sugar. No, that's not. Now they're ice creams, but they're still not at the dairy and meat. That's alcohol, so none of those are there. That's books. Okay, that's toilet paper because I've changed all those. 16. I think that one is there. The only one that's not is hummus. Hummus is in the other shop. Potatoes. It's books now. I've gone all the way around the outside, so I'm doing here. Coffee, no. Sugar. Drinks. What's that one? Oh, that's prosciutto? Yes. That's mince, that's fine. Sugar. Okay. Now. Okay, so that's from the last area. That's done. Yogurt, even though it's dairy, is in the top deli and grocery, so it's not in the meat and dairy. And yes, I would argue that it should be, but anyway, it's not. I think that's it. I've done the outside. These are extras. You won't worry about those. Done that. That's full. Those are from there. All right. Now, if you don't want to go backwards, you can go forwards. And I've worked out, if you do go forwards, that's telling me I'm getting low on petrol. If you have a look on the petrol side of things, it's showing that it's now red instead of grey. And if I go there, then you can back up. As long as you don't cover the door, and you can get in. Okay. Let's have a look. This is all we need. Tuna 1, which is here. BK ham 3. Now, ham's 3. And it's the... This is prosciutto. What am I doing? It says ham on it. But if you look there, it says prosciutto. So 3 of these. I think I've got too much prosciutto. That very nicely landed on top. So there's the ham. Prosciutto 1. So I've got 2 extra boxes. And chicken leg is 2. 2. So I'm going to have to make room for some more prosciutto, which is yummy. I like that. Here we go. Okay. I tend to go too fast because I'm not patient. Whoa, how did I miss that? And I'm getting low again. I mean, still, not again. Okay. Now, prosciutto. Is here. There. Oh no, there's some there. Nice. Not going to need to do it at all. Magic Man, hello, how are you? Merry Christmas. Well, it's Christmas here anyway. What is it? It's 10 to 2. um, there you go, darling. Dead Island 2. Oh, you haven't been streaming for a bit. You've been playing it, I think. Sometimes I see your name up and I see a game underneath. So I think that's what you're playing. Thank you so much. I've got all these things. Hang on. Let me see if I've marked up. I'm pretty sure. Good. I'll delete these off. Okay. So the only thing we need to do now. Okay, so we've done the meat and dairy, we've done the green market, done the janitorial, and we've done the liquor store, so the alcohol. The only thing we need to do is to do stuff and go to the deli and grocery. So up here, we need to get some books. We need to get some soft drinks, some potatoes, some chips, some pasta, some coffee. So this is the shop. This is where the yogurt is. So you've got the 3 yogurts here, which should be in the meat and dairy. You've got hummus, which is here. You've got crab sticks, which is here. And where's the butter? You've got butter, which is here as well. So all of those generally would be in the meat and dairy. What was I going to show you? I've had some different hats. Hang on. So that's my... Hang on, I can't see. Give me a second. There we go. Then at least I can see myself. So that's my one of my Christmas hats. Oops. It's a Christmas tree. And that's another little one. They got little clips underneath. And you can just clip them on. So when I'm working at school, then I wear these. Oh dear. And then I've got my little reindeer atlas. Little ears. Oh my goodness. And then I've got one of these. These are Elfie. But the chain's too long. Oh, you're cheeky. Look, little nose. But then if you wobble it, it falls down. Oh dear. Well, see, my kids are with their dad at the moment. So I'm home alone. That's dangerous, isn't it? And I've got this, I've shown this one before. I like snow globes. This is a battery operated one. So if you see, if I press the button, and you press it again. So every time you press it, it's got songs. I'm not sure how many songs. It could be 8, it could be 10. I'm not sure. So, what else have I got? I got my little. This is one of my favorites. I've had this Santa for absolutely ages. And then you press his foot, and then you have it on the ground, and like he runs around in a circle, and he goes so fast, and his little arms go. And this is what it sounds like. Mm. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm gonna have a drink. They've got an ad break. Mm. Did Mum send me a message back? Oh, she did too. What time did she send it? 1 hour ago. You back? Okay. I was just having a look what time Mum sent me a message. Oh, she was half hour late. I won. Each year at Christmas time, Mum watches Christmas carols and she does ironing. Because like there's 5 kids in our family and she just had to do ironing, watching Christmas carols. Who knows? But at midnight, we send each other a message and see who sends the message and gets it there first. So I sent her one. I had it all ready to go, and I hit go when it hit midnight, and her message didn't come through till 12:30. So I kicked her out of the water. Anyway, here's my little Santa. I love this guy. Anyway, he goes on and on. He's so cool. Um, and then I've got this one. This one. He's got. I'm trying to work out the camera. He's got like a saxophone, and he's got. Hang on. His little cheeks. When I turn him on, they glow red, and they sort of go like they puff out, but it's a bit hard to show. But then if I press the button. um, like these are fairly old. These are when my kids were smaller. And this one is one of my favorites. Yes, Benny Hill. Oh my God, you know Benny Hill. Yes. It's like the Benny Hill tune. And like, can you remember when he was like going real fast? And like he'd go down. Yeah, anyway, I'm all. I haven't said Benny Hill to anyone else, so you've done really well. I'm impressed. This one here, this is my Night Before Christmas one. He's got a book, and it's actually got writing in it that actually says, and he says the whole Night Before Christmas. So I'll show you, only a little bit.
Was the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their...
Anyway, I better stop it unless I get done for copyright or something. You watch, I'll probably get done. The Benny Hill tune. That's probably copyright. I didn't even think of that. Oh my God. That would be hilarious. Not really. But then I started off, I put a hat on and I put my glasses on because I'm short-sighted. And I went, right. Now, I've been speaking to Mr. Claus. That's Santa. I was pretending I was Mrs. Claus. But I heard that you've been very good. So you're allowed to get some, you're allowed to get something in your stocking. And then another thing, because I love Christmas. I've got this. If I turn the light on, oh, if I can, hang on. So then it's got two elks or deers, mate, probably two reindeers, really. And then this is like a Christmas tree, kind of. I don't know. Anyway, so it says joy. So I normally have that in the lounge room. I know the voice is really cool, isn't it? And yeah, I think that's all I brought. Yeah, that will do anyway. But we have out the front of our house, we have oh, what is it? Oh, we have lights at the front of our house. And so people drive past, they stop and they have a look. My son actually got on the roof this year and he's put lights all around the, like, you know, the triangle bit and along the top of the roof and everything. And we've got like two blow up under your tree. You just want to make me blush. Oh, sweetheart. Um, we've got two blow up Santas, a blow up Mongo, so gingerbread man, and what's the other one? It's a blow up kookaburra with a hat on, and then hanging from the roof above the car, we've got a Christmas shark because the kids saw it, and yes, they went, "Yep, we can have that." But we've got lights everywhere, so most of them are solar, which is really cool. And unfortunately, I think the blow up gingerbread man, this is going to be his last year. Yeah, I love it because when you get home, it just makes you happy. And people driving past, they really like it. But we're in a cul-de-sac, so we don't get as many. A Christmas shark, yeah, yeah. So it's a shark, and it's got like a hat on, It's like a hard thing, and then it's got these. They look like little globes, and yeah, the kids went, "Yep, we're getting that," and I've gone, "Oh, well, it's a decoration," and people from the road can't really see what it is. It's just got lots of colour, so I've just gone, "Yeah, okay, we can have that." So yeah, the kids will only allow unusual things, you know. And like the blow up gingerbread man, I reckon he'd be two of my daughters. Um, like two people standing on top. So if he's standing up straight, he's almost as tall as the gutter. So, but this year, because of where we are, it was pretty windy. So we've had to sort of tie him around the neck and everything. And we've got a ladder behind him and he's tied to the ladder because he's just getting blown all over the place. And he's got like what is it? Like a peppermint candy cane or whatever he's holding on to. But unfortunately, we've had him for a few years. And so the sun here in Australia is really strong. And when I was holding him up, waiting for the air to blow him up, I moved my thumb and he's actually torn. So I've got a band-aid which is about this big. They're so cool, these band-aids. And I've just cut the sticky bits at the end and I've stuck it over the hole. And it's kept it going well, but I don't think so. 39%. Let me have a go. Dizzle did that before. I did 55 and then he did it and he got a higher one. There you go. See? 84. That's brilliant. Did you want a coffee? Let me see what I'm making. I get a cappuccino. Nice. You get Turkish coffee. There you go. That's wonderful. Actually, let me show you. Hang on. I've got to show you this band-aid. They're absolutely brilliant. I have some of these. Like when I work at school, I've got like a little bag, and in it, it's got a little zip pouch, and I've got all these different sized band-aids. And if someone falls over and they hurt themselves, look at that. I can't see what you can see. Hang on. Like that's the size of the band-aid. Can you see? So that's my hands. Oh, now you can't see my hands. And then that's the band-aid. Like legit. Oh, the band-aid's in there. How do I put a light behind it? Oh, it's hard. Anyway, so the band-aid is in there. So it's that big. So a normal size band-aid. Oh, I'll just get one. It's hard. Oh my goodness. So this is like comparison. They're really cool. So that's a normal band-aid. Can you see? Hang on. You're making it. Hang on. There we go. There's the band-aid. And there's the normal size band-aid in its packet. Oh. They're huge. They're really, really good. I'll have to tell my kids, say, if you fall over, you have to use a big band-aid because I've got it out of its packet now. No one's allowed to fall over, though. Anyway. So. Oh, dear. All right. So, yeah. So, this is the last area that we need to go to out of all the different shops. There's our shop there. And so we've got coffee. We've got tea. Different cakes. There's a cereal. There's flour. Salt and pepper. Rice. Mashed potatoes. Got the oil. Over here, we've got drinking chocolate, marshmallows, sugar, chips, and all around here's the pasta and that. Got the pizza, dog and cat food. There's the, what is it, lemonade and the Coke, potatoes. All the books are at the back here. Now, I've worked out the easiest way. Oh, then we've got soft drink, orange and apple juice. And then we've got more things like potato pops, rice, or vegetables, sorry, and fries and that. the easiest way, because of course they do the books right at the back and you have to get lots of them. So I've worked out is you get them and you throw them. And if you throw them there, then when you come to here and you've got a big pile of them, what you can do is you throw them there. So if you're going throw, 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 like you can do really, really quickly, and then you get this, and then you throw it there. So then the car's parked there. So basically you've got 1, 2, so you throw them 3 times, but you've got a stack of them, and so then it's a lot quicker. Now, we haven't got a stack, so that's normal, and then you hold the shift down, and then you go a lot quicker. So, lick. What did you get? Magic Man leans over and swipes a long, moist tongue over Jasper Joe. My leg! Ah! Jasper Josie just smiles and says that it sent shivers down their spine. And the count's wrong. All right, so if we... Oh, what do you mean you can't throw? Yes, you can. If you're looking down too much, it won't throw. So, thanks for the link. Oh, hang on. All right, so if we need to get petrol. If you run out, it'll beep and it'll stop working. And then what you can do is you can press T for tow. Okay, so we're here. If you look on the left-hand side, it's not showing that we're at the service station. Let me get back in and go forward a tiny bit. Okay, space for the handbrake. Now, it says T there for refuel. So if we press the T, if you have a look in the top corner, it should show you. If I got the right thing up on my... There we go. So if you press T, it'll show you at the top. Every now and then, it'll be $5.05, 2 cents, 4 cents. So it's taking money out. If you look on the right-hand side, in the middle, it'll show that the bar where the petrol is going higher. You can stop there or you can just fill it up. So it's really, really cool. When they first brought it out, the cars and like the different modes of transport, when you're filling up, it was going over. Like it was clocking over so much. It cost so much money. And I've worked out the easiest way to stop the actual car itself is, alright, so if we're going forward, to actually get out, it's got their F to exit. So if you're going really fast and you want to stop it, if you press F, it just stops. So I don't even bother with a handbrake. I just press F. Alright. Now, they also do, alright, so we leave that there. Okay, that's out of the way. They also do internet orders. So if you press M for map, when you open your shop during the day, every now and then you'll get a ding, and then over here where you have the petrol gauge that shows you how much petrol it is, they'll show a bag and they'll have like, I can't remember the button for it, whether it's T or something, and it'll say 1, 2, 3, all that. They'll be internet orders. On the map here, it'll show a red mark, and it'll have a name like Alex or someone, and they will be one of the people who are your internet orders. So then if you press T, it'll bring up where it's got a blank piece of paper there, it'll have a shopping list of things that someone's ordered over the internet, and that's the bag you're going to put things in. So you can basically drop it, throw it away, or whatever else. So if you press escape, it'll go away. Now, it gives you, I think it's about 5 minutes to get everything for the order and actually get it to them. 5 or 6 minutes, depending. Sometimes it's less, because the ordering started. However, I've worked out until they actually change it, if you don't do the internet orders until the end of the day, all right, don't do them at all. Once it gets to 9 o'clock, then if you press T and you go to do the internet orders, you'll find that the timer has stopped. So you can take 10 minutes, 15 minutes, it doesn't matter. So you can fill this order in, then you can go and put it in the back of the ute. So once you get green, you can click on it, put it in the back of the ute, and then when you open it up, you can press Q and E, and that'll swap between the orders, and then you can go to the next order. And then once you've done a couple of orders, or you could do all of them, then you can press M on your map, see where somebody is, jump in, drive over, then it'll say their names on the bags in the back of the cut in the ute, and then you can deliver it to them. All right. Now sometimes whether it gets to 9 o'clock or something, you'll find that over there where it's got the actual escape, swap, cancel, close, and that's where it normally has the T for the orders. Sometimes what will happen is I know all the strats, seriously. Well, I know most of them, I should say. I still get surprised. But sometimes it won't appear there anymore. So it won't show a bag for any internet orders. So what you can do is if you press M, and you can still see that there's one here and one down here and one over here and that, if there's still red on there saying that there's people waiting for their order, then you can still deliver it. They are actually there, so you can close off and go to the next day, and until you start for a new day, they will still be there. So even though it doesn't show, if you still press T, it'll bring up the order that these people are waiting for. So don't stress over the internet ordering. Leave it till the end of the day. You know, you can click on these guys and like these pack the shelves. All right. So if it's really busy, if you click on them, that makes them go faster. If you every time you click on them, it costs you $3. So basically, it'll cost me $6 to get him to the next level. And there's 3 levels. So there's blue, then there's orange, and then there's red. When they're red, they're running. All right. So that's 6, 12. So it's $18 to get them to the top level of red. But then they're running to pack the shelves, to put the box in the bin, to get more stuff. And so then your shelves aren't empty as long. All right. Basically, you can put cameras on the roofs. Wherever it's green when you go to put it, you can put it on. So it shows you, so you can see where there's a gap. So that camera, if I took that off, I've left that gap deliberately. And when the light goes green, there we go. So you can put it down. Boost the shelf stockers. That's interesting. Well, you can, all of them. So you can do it for the people who are serving behind the counters. These guys here, what are they called? Helper. Okay. They help with the self-checkouts, and they also help with the scales. So the idea is the scales are for the fruit and veg. So the customers will get fruit and veg. They'll come to the scales, they'll weigh it. When it's weighed, you put the number in, and then you press it, and it'll get a sticker. So then you get a sticker, and you put it on the bag. These guys will do it for you. There's no need to have the scales over near the fruit and veg. Like in real life, you would have the scales over there because it's convenient for the customers. But the customers will get fruit and veg, then they'll go around the shop. The last thing they do is they come to the scales. That's the last thing. And then they go self-checkout, or then they'll go and get served. So these guys, if you put the scales down near the fruit and veg down there, people want help with the scales, and then they want help with the self-checkout. So that means that this guy will help here, and then he has to walk all the way over here and help there, and then he has to walk all the way back. And if they're continually doing lots of walking, that means customers are waiting, so you're getting less store points. And you want to get more store points because then that will boost your profit margins. So keep the self checkouts and the weighing scales together. Um, these guys are brilliant at shoplifters. Um, it's just some things that I've sort of worked out, like it makes sense in my head, as well as the products that have a large turnover or the large products, if you keep them closer to the storeroom door on both sides, so the fruit and veg, it's a large turnover. Um, the potatoes, you can see there's only 2 to that shelf. Whereas if you come over and have a look at, say, even just these, you get 12 to a shelf. All right. So in a box of potatoes, you get 4 bags of potatoes and you can only fit 2 on a shelf. It's the same with the toilet paper. So rather than having the toilet paper and the potatoes over here, because then they put 2 down, walk out to the bin, walk all the way over into the storeroom, walk all the way back, and by that time, the shelf is empty. So if you have the fruit and veg, if you have the potatoes, if you have the like the toilet paper, you only get 2 on a shelf. These you get 15 on a shelf, you know. So hey, just Magic Man smacks Jasper Josie's so hard they blush with excitement. That's cheeky. So yeah, so what I've done is I've actually moved a lot of the toilet paper to here when it was like a number of shelves away. And I've also worked out that rather than having to move all the stuff, if you just take the shelf, you can press C for box. So I've now boxed everything up. And then if I've got, say, that was who knows what, and the toilet paper was over here, then I could take this shelf, box it up, or just move it. You don't even need to box it. Bring it over here. What is it to open? Okay. And then you can just move it. Like, it makes things so much quicker and so much simple. And then I thought to myself, I said, do you know what? I need to move these things. And they were over the other side. No, which ones? Here. So these were over the other side. So then you can do the same. Hang on. So then you can just box and move things around. Yeah. And hang on. There we go. And because you can move the whole shelf, you don't need to worry about, you know, if you take stuff and put it in a box and put it on the ground, then the guys will come along, and then they'll go reshelf it or something, and then, you know, there's a lot of mucking around, and you don't have to do that. You just move the whole shelf. And it took me ages to work that out. You do have a crate, which obviously I've got stuff in it. I got stuck with it. So I need to, one of these days, get rid of that. But we'll deal with that later. And yeah, so with the fruit and veg, have this as close as you can to the door. And then have the fruit and veg as close to the storeroom door as well. Because then they're walking backwards and forwards a lot, but in a small space. So then the fruit and veg won't get empty as much. I actually need to get a new, I'm going to do an extension and I'm going to move some stuff around because I need to get another thing of fruit and veg. But what I also worked out was, because I've got so much for fruit and veg, I moved like the pumpkins here, because when you open the pumpkin, you only get 2 to a box. Now, with the pumpkins, when they first came in, they were down here because they were one of the last things that I got. But I've gone, well, do you know what? If you only get 2 to a box, let's put them here, so then they can be like restocked quickly. And like with the pumpkins, you only fit 2 in, so I've got 4 of those. But I get between 100 and I don't know 160 to 180 customers a day. So having 8 pumpkins out is, yeah, they can get empty pretty quick. So yeah, have a look and see what products are going to be sold quicker. Um, as I said, anything that's got a green mark on it, I've discounted. All my discounts I've done at 25%. I just pulled that number out of the air, basically. If I did this at 5%, I would get, like, the higher percentage discount you give, you get some extra customers come in, basically. Um, and then when they come in for the special, they also shop the store as well. So they're buying more products. So if I took everything off specials, I might have, say, 155 customers. But then if I discount some products, then instead of 155 customers, I might get 180 customers. All right, depending on how many products I discount and how much I discount them by. And because they're coming in for this, then they'll get other stuff. But when they come in to buy discounted stuff, they'll buy like 3 of them. They won't just buy one. Do you know what I mean? And then the customers who normally come in, then they will buy stuff as well. Now, this here for the lasagna, it tells me I'm actually losing 20 cents. Now, you can put products on at a discounted rate and lose some money to get people to come in and buy stuff. However, this amount here, these figures, are for if I bought lasagna over the computer. Okay? So if I went lasagna, okay. So it's $271.20 for a box. You get 24 boxes in a box. They're $11.30 each. So I would be selling it for $11.40 per box. Now, if I bought it on here, it would cost me $271.20. However, I'm going to go up to the deli and grocery. So $271.20. Now I could tell you, but I'll show you. Let me work this out. So that's 131, no, 7, $130.35. There we go. If I could only stay. So there's the lasagna. So if I buy a box of lasagna, instead of 271, it's $135.60. All right. So by me going from there, from my shop up to here, if I click on it to buy it, it'll take off $135.60 instead of $271. So it's part of the game if you actually go to these shops and you buy stuff. It does take a bit longer, but it is just part of the game. And you make fun. You buy it and then you throw it and, do you know what I mean? Like, it's just part of the game. And then you bump into things and you drive into poles and, just normal everyday things that people do when they're driving. And then you run out of petrol and, And then if you buy something on here, you can only buy stuff over the internet until 9 o'clock. Whereas if you go to these shops, these are open 24/7. So, at the end of the day, you can go to the next day. So it's daytime. It's easier to see in the shops. And they're open. So until you actually click on the open sign, on the close sign. So if I clicked on that, it would open the shop. If you look in the top right, it's 8 o'clock. It will stay 8 o'clock in the morning until you actually click on that close sign. And so you can do whatever you want, as much as you want, not a problem. Now, I've just got one more lot of buying to do, which is up at that other shop. And yeah, so then I'll be doing a trading. Um, what did we start at? Was it about 60? I don't know if we had 64,000. So by me buying stuff from the meat and dairy, the alcohol, the janitorial, and the fruit and veg, so we've spent about 11,000. However, if I bought it over the internet, I would have spent 22,000 because it's half price if you buy it from these shops. And I've just had fun, just mucking around, having fun, and it's just part of it. So, yeah. So even though, let's look at something hopefully easy. If I can find where my cursor is. There we go. So the average, okay, market's price is $11.79. So if we buy it from the shop, the if we go buy it at the shop down the road, it's half price. So instead of $11.79, so say that's $11.80. So then that's going to be $5. Say $5.90. No, yes, $5.90. It would cost us. So technically, we've made another $5.90 profit on top. So that's $7, $8.40 thereabouts for each jar of honey that we sell. So that's the profit that we're actually making. Yeah, so not $2.51. Add another $5 that on top of it because we're buying at half price. So yeah, so this one here, where's my cursor? Okay, so it's saying minus $1.44. However, we didn't buy it at $24. We bought it at $12.25. So that means you add $12.25 on top. So it's $11. So $10.70 something, I think. I don't know. My brain's half dead because it's what? It's 2:30 in the morning. So yeah, so we're actually making a profit. If we bought it from the internet, we would be losing $1.44 for each cake that they bought. But technically, who would pay $30 for a packet of cake? It must be brilliant. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I do have, I've got one more lot of shopping here. I can't do it right now because I need to go to bed because I need to get up and get over to mum's by 9 o'clock in the morning. So I'll do it on the next session that I do of this. Um, yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. I appreciate everybody coming in. What I'm going to do is Merry Christmas to everybody. For those watching on Twitch, please stay with me and I'll look at raiding out to somebody else. And if you can't stay after we've raided, that's fine. If you would stay though for the raid, that would be brilliant. For those watching on YouTube, because I do have, there we go, I do have a YouTube channel. For those watching on YouTube, thank you so much. And look forward to seeing you in the next episode. So for those on YouTube, we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.